My name is Kelly Edwards, and I'm the Environmental Quality and Education Manager here at Fulton County Public Works. One of the responsibilities of Public Works is delivering clean and healthy drinking water to all of our citizens. As an educator, I get to work very closely with the engineers here to better understand the water treatment process and how water is delivered safely to you from the river to the tap. Drinking water here in Fulton County is provided from the Chattahoochee River. And after we pump the water from the river to some of our drinking water reservoirs, it's treated through a series of steps in our filtration process. Today, we're going to actually go through and do a little bit of a mock-up demonstration to help you better understand the filtration process. To get started, you're going to need a few of these basic household items, and many of these you can find any day at your home. First thing, you want to have a pair of scissors. As you're using your scissors, make sure that your adult is present because we want to make sure that everyone is safe. You want to make sure you have a Sharpie, 2 coffee filters. You want to have at least a bottle, a container, a plastic bottle container. I just use juice containers, but if you have a soda can or a soda bottle, that'll be just fine as well. You want to make sure that you have charcoal. If you don't have charcoal, then you want to make sure that you use sand. The way I've treated this charcoal is I've actually rinsed it off and pre-soaked it in just water. And that way some of the charcoal dust won't show up in our filter. And I'll explain that a little bit later. Next, you want to have gravel, and then larger rocks or pebbles. And then last but certainly not least, you definitely want to make sure you have some dirty water. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So what I did before we started this film, I actually used my Sharpie and drew a line around the base of my, the neck of the bottle. And so that's going to be where I'm going to use the scissors to cut the bottle in half. Like I said, this bottle has been pre-cut. So now that I've cut it in half, I'm going to take the top off and I'm going to invert the top of the bottle inside of the bottom of the bottle. This will become your funnel. And that's an important part of this filter. Next, I'm going to take my 2 coffee filters and layer them together, just like that. I'm going to gently insert the filter inside of the funnel. If you have rubber bands, here's an optional step. You can in fact use your rubber bands to secure the filter on the top of your funnel, but for the purpose of this film, I'm not going to do that. Next, you want to layer your charcoal in the bottom of your coffee filter. And I'm just going to use a few scoops of this. What I've done after I've soaked it and let it dry, I've just gently chopped them up using a hammer to smash out the charcoal grind. And it should look something like this. Next, I'm going to take some of my gravel. Now it's important to remember that the gravel should be larger than the charcoal and the pebbles should be larger than the gravel. This is important because this entire filter is going to use gravity to filter those particles of mud and dirt out of the dirty water. So I'm going to gently put some of the gravel on top of my charcoal filter. Charcoal layer, excuse me. And it should look something like this. Last but certainly not least, we're going to add some of our pebbles. Now again, remember, make sure that your pebbles are larger in size than the gravel. So I'm going to add a couple of these. And it should look something like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the top of my funnel and insert it into my bottle. As we're filtering the water is going to percolate through the filter, taking the dirt particles out of your water solution. It should in fact leave clean or cleaner water at the bottom of our container. So let's give it a try. Now using both hands, you want to go ahead and give your muddy water a nice little stir and gently pour that on top of your filter. This may take some time, so use a little bit of patience. Now as you notice, the water is gently and slowly percolating through the filter down into the bottom of the container. Now, although this water may look cleaner, it is absolutely not safe to drink. In fact, in the water treatment process here at Fulton County, once the water is treated and gone through the filtration process, it goes to a separate disinfection process where we add trace chemicals to remove disease-causing agents. Man, that was pretty easy, huh? Nice clean water. Well, cleaner. For more information about activities like these, or to have a Fulton County Public Education and Outreach educator come and speak to you, please make sure you visit our website at www.fultoncountyga.gov. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.